snapshots are going to allow us the ability to see in our printout the kind of camera moves and layer moves that happen over time that you can't quite capture in just one panel. So the way that we're going to do that is we need to see a timeline. So you can go to your timeline view, or if you have a custom-made view that includes the timeline, that's fine too. But the only place that we can put on snapshots is where we have a timeline. So here we are back at scene 5, which is the scene in question. And as I scroll across, you can see our camera move. If we don't have any snapshots in place, only this image that we see in the thumbnail is going to appear. Basically, it's an image of what the panel looks like in the very first frame. But when we start adding snapshots, those are the images that are going to be captured on the PDF. So the first frame is no longer going to be printed unless we actually lay down a snapshot there. So, for example, let's say I want this scene to be printed out with 3 panels, a beginning and a middle and an end. If that's the case, I'll just go back to the beginning of the panel and right-click and choose Add Snapshot. And that little downward-facing blue arrow is going to be a snapshot. Let's move ahead to a middle position that I want to capture. That looks pretty good. I'll right-click on the timeline, press Add Snapshot, and then one more image at the very end of the panel. Will be very nice from our printout. Add Snapshot, and then I get 3 downward-facing arrows. Take a look at the thumbnail preview down here in the timeline. If I double-click on one of these snapshots, it's going to give me a preview of the image that's going to be basically taken a snapshot of and in the PDF. So you can see that middle one looks different than the starting one, and the ending snapshot looks different than the middle one. Let's go over to the PDF Workspace so we can check out what it's going to look like when we export it to PDF. Right now my scene 5 is still represented by just one image, one thumbnail, and you may notice that the thumbnail image has changed slightly because the last snapshot that I double-clicked on was the intermediate snapshot. But the most important thing is for us to jump over to our PDF export panel, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and do a quick preview so we can see what our 3 snapshots look like instead of just the one panel. Alright, so now we have 3 panels. We have our start position, our intermediate position, and our end position, and it's laid out on the PDF like the way that we have set that up. So we're going to look at PDF setup and all the different options in an upcoming video.